Yo, welcome to another episode of Plug Talk. You got your host, D Marachi.
Y'all know who the hell I am, man. Lifeline in the building. I'm pissed off. We're going to get right into this bullshit. Hey, Marachi, what we on today, man? Because
Yo, but hold
I'm,
on, no, 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 but hold on,
I'm,
hold on, wait.
I got to start it off like this, man. Yo, I'm
IV.
pissed. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Yo, y'all hit that like, subscribe, because we finna get into it today, man. This is finna be epic right here. This is, yo, I want to I want to give a middle finger to Billboard though. First off, you know what I'm saying? Y'all disgusting, man. Y'all have nothing to do with hip hop anymore, man. We don't want your input, none of that. Just keep it. Put your little placements, and that's all you're good for.
Uh,
Not good for making a list, man. Not good for making a list, man. I'm not about to let them slide, bro.
all right, yo. We gonna give y'all a classic one today, man. Yo, Billboard came out with a list of the top 50 rappers of all time. And yo, this has caused a lot of controversy on the internet. You've had prominent rappers give their opinion on the list, but yo, the list is out there. You know what I mean? And yo, let's get right into it. Like Ivy said, man. Let's get right into it. Go ahead.
Let's see they list, man. And I want
This
all our viewers, man, to please take a look at the list. And this is supposed to be in some type of best to worst order, meaning number one being the best and number 50 being just making the cut for the 50th person. Yo, they
right,
have Jay at number one, blasphemy. I'm sorry, man, he can't be number one on nobody's list. Matter of fact, we'll see how we feel about him when he no longer exists. Damn near like he said. I'm gonna just switch the bars around because the guys who are number one for me, their legacy has continued and they no longer exist here on this planet no more for almost 30 years, man. Your legacy and your impact not like that, fam. Kendrick Lamar at number two. I love Kendrick, bro. He definitely deserves to be one of the top 50 rappers, man. But not number two. Not number two. Nas at three. I say that's fair. I'm not gonna argue. He could be higher up on that list, or a little bit lower on a lot of people's, but he shouldn't be no lower than top five. Tupac should never see a number four. The lowest number Tupac should ever see is two, bro. That's on the most biased list. But I ain't even gonna get into this top five. Look at who's number 10, bro.
yo, number 10's Nicki Minaj. Get
Fuck,
into it.
fuck out of here, man.
Yo, but
How?
yo, let's go through the list. Let's go through it. IV, you started off well. Go ahead, let's go, man.
Yo, I don't know what type of drugs they take at that Billboard office, but we did our own list, y'all. And to put together the most 50 best rappers of all time, you're going to leave some great rappers off the list. Trust me, when you see my list, there's going to be argumentatively 5 or 10 people y'all might be like, oh, they deserve to be in there, and I get it. But that even more furthers my case on how the hell is Nicki Minaj number 10, bro? So you mean to tell me there's only 9 people who've done hip hop who are better than Nicki Minaj? Man, cause she wasn't even the best in Young Money, bro.
Right. Okay. Now,
Man,
now, to just take our bias out of it, it says this Billboard ranking rankings have been determined by the artist's body of work, achievements, cultural impact, influence, longevity, lyrics, and flow. That's the criteria that they came up with this list. So let's go. So let's start at the top 10, right? The top 10. So we got Jay-Z, we got Kendrick Lamar, we got Nas, we got Tupac, Eminem, Biggie Smalls, Lil Wayne, Drake, Snoop, and Nicki.
Right.
How do you feel about that top 10?
Horrible.
So
Worst top 10 I've ever seen in my life.
okay.
Especially the order that it's in. Like
So
none of
that
these.
go ahead, bro.
Okay, Drake, Snoop, Nicki Minaj, Kendrick Lamar do not need to be in the top 10. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There are people who have contributed to this culture. The slang, the words that even Snoop, like Snoop made the for shizzle, my nizzle, all that popping, but that came from E40 though. You see what I'm saying? Snoop impact is great, but on hip hop, your impact ain't even the best on the West Coast for real. I would have to say hands down is E40. Secondary will be Ice Cube. They're still alive. Their impacts were a lot more than Snoop. Snoop was just popular. So Snoop's got to go. Nicki Minaj got to go off the whole list. And Drake he might not be in my top 50, honestly, man. I'm just being 100, bro. Lil Wayne, well deserving. I would even argue Lil Wayne should be a little higher. But that's a horrible top 10, bro. Nicki, no, man. Snoop. We know Snoop for smoking weed more than making music.
The top 10 for me, and again, I'm not gonna go in the order because that could be all day. The top 10, I don't think Kendrick should be in there because Kendrick, his career's still going, and he didn't do enough within a. I think hip hop's like 50 years old. He didn't do enough to be in the greatest 50 of all time. Not yet. You know what I mean? Has he had a good career? Yes, he has, but not enough to be in the all-time 50. Could he make this list? Absolutely, he can. You know what I mean? Then you got
So if that's your case for Kendrick, that's got to be your case for Drake and Nicki Minaj too.
Drake and Nicki Minaj with them. Like again, they got 10 plus years in the game, and they have success within there. Now again, I'm only going based off of, if it's me personally, nah, they shouldn't make the list. But I'm going based off of the criteria that they gave. They got a 10-year run.
That's it. But we're not on a. Their criteria allows for this list to be so sloppy because they're using things that are not really contributes to hip hop. It's just hip hop.
Right.
So you're right. I agree with you. The body of work isn't complete, or even they haven't done enough in those 10 years to make these type of lists at this point. To me.
Okay, so fair. The same thing with Drake and Nicki Minaj. They could be when it's all said and done, but as of right now, none.
Right.
Now we gotta be fair. Let's be fair. We put Biggie on the list. I think Biggie, he should definitely be on there, but some people would say he doesn't have enough body of work and enough longevity. What do you say to that?
His first, the two albums he did, which one was a double CD, so we can almost say 3, but we're gonna go with the 2. is running circles around most of these rappers' careers. So when it comes to Biggie, Biggie's body of work, those two albums, was so impact. The shit was so be ahead of his time, and so like Biggie had everything when it came to lyrical ability, delivery. He had every category you could possibly need, and he displayed it on every song he did. You can't find a bad Biggie song. With all the rest of those artists, you can find trash tracks with all of them, almost like sellout tracks. Man, you ain't name me a horrible Biggie song. Name one.
Yeah. I mean, it would be hard.
So in his little body of work, he made perfection. These motherfuckers done got years, albums, and still don't have any perfection. He did it twice. He did it twice.
Okay. I agree. I'm just, again, I'm just giving you context because again, we got viewers everywhere. You know what I mean? And we don't want to be. It's some people. Now we did not touch upon Jay, but you touched upon him a little bit. And this may be controversial. We give Jay this high praise. Should he really make top 10? I want you to get on this, Ivy. Express some of our. Go ahead, bro.
So let's stop right there.
Yep.
You want everybody to the top 10. Now let's go to our top 10 so I can solidify why Jay's not number one.
Okay. So this is our top 10. You can see this, right?
It never switched over. No, I still see the Billboard top 50.
All right. All right. You can see it now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is the top 10 that we compiled. Not everybody we agree with, but as a collective on Plug Talk, this is what we came up with. You know what I mean? So, and again, we're basically in agreement to this list. But if you sit there and you say, oh, everybody is this person, no, this is a collective list that we agree on, and we're stamping on it. So our top 10 list is Tupac, Nas, Biggie, Lil Wayne, DMX, Jadakiss, Scarface, Andre 3000, Jay-Z, Ice Cube. Go ahead, bro.
I don't think anything needs to be said for Pac, man. His rap career was less than 6 years, and at the point he passed, he had a bigger body of work than anybody practically in rap at the moment, man. He did movies, he did all type of stuff, man. He was an all-around star, but his impact on this culture of hip-hop, we still haven't seen to this day. And that alone makes it to where, especially with rap being an art form of expression, we see no expression, no passion, no lyrical ability coming from the heart the same way we've seen Tupac still to this day. Nobody does it. All right? So him being number one, I don't think we need to argue about it all. Nas just recently won Grammys for music he's been doing in the last 3 to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And he's been rapping since '94. There was a period when Nas was considered basically, for a short period of time, the best rapper in the game, for real. So I think Nas, from him still being able to make great Grammy award-winning music at damn near 50 years old, and he got into the rap game at 19, his body of work earns him the number 2 spot. But like I said, his body of work puts him there. Like Pac's influence on his culture puts him there. It hasn't been too much like that. Big, we already explained Big, so we gonna skip Big because that is nothing to talk about. Lil Wayne also is one of those people that's in here for body of work, but not only that, his longevity too, because Lil Wayne did it in every era, bro. He was rapping at 14 years old, man. He was with the Hot Boys in the 90s, man. He was rapping in the 90s and was holding his own as a 14, 15-year-old kid with grown men. Lil Wayne didn't even rap on his first. I mean, he didn't cuss on his first album, bro. And it was hard. It's hard, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's to be what you would call in a gangster rap category, like he came into. It's hard to make an album with no cuss words and really consider that shit some type of gangster or street rap. So Lil Wayne, body of work, what he's done, and the fact that like even on God Did, he tells you like the whole rap game looks like him now with the dreads, the face tats. Like he has his influence on this culture is in our everyday life. When you look around in life right now, bro, that's what you see. The style of Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? In real life, not just in the rap world. In real life, though. Like, I'm in Atlanta, so I see a bunch of dreadhead, tatted face motherfuckers walking around this motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he has to be higher than what most people are giving credit. And I think Lil Wayne, one of them dudes that you're not really gonna recognize what he's done until there is no more Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Now, this is what I'll say, IV, with you saying that, and you made a convincing argument for Wayne. Could Wayne slip in the top 3 with you saying that, based off of our list, with no bias?
Argumentatively, yeah. Yes. 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 I wouldn't be mad at somebody who posed the argument that Lil Wayne is the best to ever do it, bro. I can see why they would say that, and it would make logical sense to me. To me, is he? No. 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 But I can see where somebody will argue it and you know, all flowers given to Wayne, bro. I'm not gonna take nothing away from me, bro. You would have a great argument arguing that, but to me, nah. DMX at 5, bro.
Go ahead.
X dropped 2 platinum albums in 1 year, man.
And
it's the only rapper. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I was about to say, and I think he has either 4 or 5 multi-platinum albums, and he was the top rapper in the game at one point. And I think, you know, personal demons got in the way. Is documented, and he could easily been in the top 3 if he would transcended into movies. He was doing his thing. He just let personal demons get in the way, and you know, RIP to DMX. That's all I wanted to say, bro.
Shit, man. X was that dude, bro. The first concert I went to in my life, man, was it's like 98 or 99. I can't remember. I think it's 99. It's the Hard Knock Life tour. And I got to see Redman and Method Man opened it up. They was flying through on like little zip line things and shit. Like it's just up in the air over the crowd for most of their show. It was lit. DMX went second on the show that I seen. I did hear he did open up, closing the show at one point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jay-Z finished, and he brought out Beanie Siegel, introduced Beanie Siegel. The first time I seen Beans, like, really knew who he was. And Jay-Z talks about on LeBron's shop, how it was hard on that tour to come behind DMX and close out the show after he was describing him coming out, and then he would always come out to the 1-2, 1-2. And the show I went to, he came out to that too. But he's growling at the beginning, and Jay-Z was talking about how he had everybody in there jumping like they in their seat before he even come out from backstage. Then he said the nigga would take his shirt off, do his little songs for the ladies, and he had all the ladies in the concert on it. Then he said by the end of the show, DMX do that prayer, and he be crying, Man, now you got the whole crowd emotional. They like he wore us out. He took everybody through. Like his performance was epic, dog. It stole the whole show. Like I remember DMX more than I remember paying attention to Hove after that because of where DMX took you throughout that whole little show. Nevertheless, man, when Hove talks about how it was hard for him to perform behind him, is the main reason why DMX is at number 5 now. It's hard to put a lot of people ahead of somebody who could do that. Period. 6 and Kiss. Kiss is another one of them people, man. And they're not going to really appreciate what he did for this game for a long time until he's probably gone. Like I remember when they was going at 50 Cent. And he was like, man, I did real songs with Big, not that made up shit. Like, yo, they rap with Big, man. At 18, 19 years old with Bad Boy, that's where they started at. And they held their own. They had hits there. Money, Power, Respect. Like, you know, they've been putting in work. They had a lot of business moves that went wrong that kind of held back their career. But I would say these dudes are just as relevant and popular now as they was in the early 2000s. As a group still. Like, as a group, though. Not as solo acts. But I think Jadakiss earns the right to be top 10 for sure. You could argue his position right there. And I get it. But, I mean, Kiss, he's got 25 years of work in, man. He just can't. Great bar work. I can't think of a shitty Jadakiss verse for real, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, Scarface, man. If you know anything about hip-hop, he hasn't done much in the last 10 years. But in the 90s, bro, lyrical street flow, you wouldn't go. Like, he was the epitome of it, man. His work he put in with the Go ahead.
Yo, great storyteller. You know what I mean? He gave you the visual. For all y'all young cats, go back to the Ghetto Boys, Mind playing tricks on you. That was definitely, as far as like visual and painting an image, that was definitely one of the most visual songs that a rapper could do. And he's influenced DMX. That's on this list. DMX said that was one of his favorites. Nas said that was one of his favorites. Yo, he's done songs with DMX, Jay-Z, Tupac. You know what I mean? He's on this list, man. He's probably one of the first artists during that East Coast, West Coast to do songs with both coasts. Definitely a trendsetter, and he's definitely the talks up here, at least on the East Coast, man. And shout out to Scarface. I know he's going through some health issues right now, and I hope he makes it through.
He going through Willie D being on his ass about not bringing him to that Grammy performance. Willie D salty. I feel him too. But Andre 3000. Me and you had a bicker about this because you feel he's not put out a solo album of his own that was successful. And I get you. I 100% get you. But he's a genius poet, and I don't give a fuck if he ever do a solo album of his own, even though I believe the Love Below was something that you could kind of say was his own. But, bro, can't nobody out-rap this dude, bro. He a poet, man. A real genius, like a Shakespeare. He can talk it to you, almost sing it to you, spoken word it to you. And no matter how he do it, he come out of it looking flawless, bro. Bro, it's not a lot of people that can do what 3 Stacks do. Lil Wayne got a lot of that in him, though. Where they can be multiple musical people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, who can out rap? Like I can't remember the last time I heard Andre 3000 on a remix or something. He didn't stand out like a superb lyricist as he should be, man, which is the reason why he's number 8 on this list. Like, I understand a lot of his stuff came with Outkast, and they was always a group, but they have individual artists on here that on Billboard's list as well that were in groups. So I don't think Andre 3000 should have any strike against him for not having a real big solo career. But we talking about 3 stacks here, bro. There's no way he's not in the top 10.
Yo, and I'll say this as far as Andre 3000, I don't want to take nothing away from him, his legacy, Outkast's legacy. Definitely one of the top hip hop groups of all time. The Aquarius album and the
Aquemini.
yeah, Aquemini, my fault. Aquemini album and the always get Southern. Yo, those albums is hot. And he ushered the movement for when it came to the South, like pushing them through. And he was one of the people that said that, yo, the South has a voice. And he hung with some of the top dudes. He was rapping with Slick Rick on tracks. He was rapping with Raekwon on tracks. Like, he definitely held his own. You know what I mean? With some premier artists. So, I'll definitely respect this. I don't think, and again, it's only because he doesn't have a solo album by himself. Big Boy has a solo album, but as far as all his other accolades, he's won Grammys and things like that, and he's definitely lyrical. I can respect him being at number 8. I can respect it, and I'll leave it there. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Here's where the controversy comes in at. Number 9 is Jay-Z. A lot of people will be pissed at that. They think it's almost disrespectful for him to be this low. And I had to think about it real hard because I at any other time, if I'm seeing this, I'm like, nah, Jay ain't that low. Jay top 5, Jay this, Jay that. But then I had to really step back and look at this. Jay-Z has never been the top dog for real, considered by his peers in his rap game at no era. And look, this is what's even crazier, right? When I think about his best album, with Jay-Z fans to hip-hop heads all alike agree it's Reasonable Doubt. They wouldn't even listen to Jay-Z in 1996 when he put out Reasonable Doubt. I think its original sales was less than gold. Jay didn't really get to pop until like 1998. He was way overshadowed by his peers, the people who he succeeded through untimely demise. He was, Pac, Big, and even Nas at that time. Nas was the man in 94, 95, 96. Big kind of came and took territory over, but that was Nas was the king of New York. Nas. So I say that to say this. What era did Jay-Z dominate to where we can even give him a top 5 spot, man? I don't think his impact was anything to really mention because Jay and them came in with the mentality of hustlers, meaning that whatever they can capitalize off of, that felt more so as legal entrepreneurship they did. His major impact's been like alcohol, the influence of alcohol, reckless money spending. So when I think about his impact, it was like, damn, it was almost like, and I almost feel like Jay let us into a lot of the bullshit that's going on now. Like an introductory program, like right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that loses a lot of impact when, like, a lot of your shit, and I understand, it's not like he was telling nobody to do. I get that excuse that he used. It's not, Hov did that, so hopefully you would have to go through that. But no, bro, it's your music influence. which is why I want to just give a quick salute to what's his name, man, down in Louisiana, man. We was gonna do the podcast on his name, NBA YoungBoy. Cause like he said, man, he kind of had an awakening and realized what his music was doing to this culture, and he's still young. I think he's like 24, 25, and he realized that. So he's saying he's changing his music up. I don't think just because you understand that you're not telling somebody to do it, you can't be as ignorant as to believe you're not influencing the culture, especially when people see you. In Jay's case, as one of the biggest business moguls we ever had, and you've done business so well to where your rap career and your business career shouldn't get confused. Your business career is way better than your rap career, dog. His business moves are way better. His impact in music, like I said, bro, I can't think of a year that he was no argument the man in hip hop. He might have been the richest, but yo, he got ether, man. Like there's a hip hop phrase where they say now that ether you on the track or ether you, that comes from what Nas did to that man, bro. He said Eminem bodied him on his own shit. I gotta drop him a couple levels for that too. So Jay-Z being 9 is more fitting than Jay-Z ever being
1. And so what I'll say to that is like, even though, we could say Jay, his career started in 98. Yeah, he's never been the top dog, but he's always been in the talks. But if we had to pick, like, he was the top dog in 98. He was the top dog in 99. You was also saying like, but Jay, he put out a good album, or Jay did a good verse on this track. So he's always been in the talks, and he was doing that consistently for a span of years. So, okay, I know people, they'll get mad and they'll say, oh yeah, Jay should be in top 5, whatever the case may be. But we're gonna leave it there at number 9.
Then, I would say those are the reasons, though. The same things that you just stated, which are the accolades that Jay put up that are impeccable. Those are the reasons why he's in the top
10.
Yeah. You can't. There's no album Jay-Z ever did that you can look at like Life After Death, like All Eyes on Me, like Machiavelli, like Ready to Die, like Me Against the World. Scarface has had several albums that you could just look like a hip hop and look at in hip hop that were masterpiece. My homies, the double CD he did. I would say Untouchable, which was one of my favorites. Like, you know what I mean? And those accolades to me stand out more, man. When you got that type of high level, if you want to be compared to the best, you better have everything that all these rappers have, but you better have some things that just reign supreme over anything else. And the only thing I can say that Jay-Z has on any other rapper of all time is he's the richest. That's his accolade, honestly. You know what I mean? That's where he, unarguably, no doubt, is better than all the rest of the rappers at. Getting that bag. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And his music kind of explains him being that type of a guy.
Right. Yo, so all right, so number 10, Ice Cube.
Yo, it could be argued Cube should be higher as well. I get that. This dude is solely pretty much the pin behind the start of gangster rap. And he's done it all, when it comes to accolades. Has some great classic albums, solo, and was part of the most influential group to ever do hip hop. You'll never forget the forefathers of gangster rap. That was NWA, man. They were like the Run DMC of gangster rap. This is what brought the money into hip hop. They did. They were the first ones going on big ass tours like that, though. Selling out arenas. Doing songs called Fuck the Police. Gotta respect that. Ice Cube, no doubt, number 10. For sure. Nothing to argue about.
I'm gonna leave it at that. and then we're gonna go to the Billboard again to give the 11 through 20. 11 through 20 list. All right. So 11 through 20. So we got Kanye West for the Kanye West, Andre 3000. We got Rakim, LL, J. Cole, Scarface, 50 Cent, Ice Cube, Missy Elliott, Big Daddy Kane.
Disrespectful. They are just disrespectful, my man. That's all I can say about this. Man, first off, man, Kanye he's a beast. He's just not number 11. Okay, that's just unrealistic. Andre 3000, definitely a beast, but he deserves way more credit than the number 12. That's self-explanatory. Rakim, innovator for the style that hip hop turned into, the attitude, the bluntness, the being direct, the delivery. Yo, he deserves to be in that top 50. I just don't know if it's 13. LL Cool J, great career, good battle rapper too, has some epic battle raps. You know what I'm saying? Could do numerous styles. I just don't see him top 20, man. J. Cole, on the same note of Kendrick and Nicki Minaj and Drake, like your careers aren't complete. Your body of work to this point isn't enough to have you top 20 at all. Does he deserve to be on this list? I think when his career is all said and done, hell fucking yeah. Hell yeah. But just not at number 15, bro. Scarface, that's disrespectful to have him at 16, period. 50 Cent, better hustler than rapper, better entrepreneur than rapper. Classic album, though. Classic opening album. Probably one of the best albums in hip-hop history. He deserves to be in the top 50. I just don't know if he deserves to be number 17.
Go
Ice
ahead.
Cube, disrespectful to put him that low. His impact and what he's done in hip-hop, it's not 10 other rappers that can say that. All right, so he deserves to be in that top 10 no matter what. Missy Elliott, what the fuck is she even doing on the list? Yo, do anybody consider the woman that used to do videos in trash bags a real rapper? Like, she was more like pop culture to me, bro. That wasn't fucking rap, bro. I don't know a Missy verse in my life, man. Even when she was on the radio all day. Yo, did she create mumble rap? Wow, did more noises than rap. No disrespect to her, but come on, my nigga. Yo, if I had a career in rap, bro, and my career was just as good as let's just say DMX right now, right? They got him at 20. Yo, they're saying to you, people, I'm not saying Missy Elliott didn't do her thing and wasn't creative and a beast at what she do, but they got Missy Elliott ranked higher than DMX. I'm gonna let y'all think about that for a second. Let you think about that for a second.
Okay. Yo, Big Daddy Kane at 20.
Not at 20. Kane was a monster. Kane was an innovator. But then came Nas and a bunch of other people, and Big Daddy Kane, rhymes didn't sound the same no more. Because the game evolved. Well, Big Daddy Kane was the first of his style. He was one of them showmen. You know, he deserves to be in his top 50 for sure. Just not at 20, man. That's a bogus 11 through 20, bro. And mainly because a lot of the dudes that should be higher on here, it was a disrespect to them to put them at that 11 through 20 slot, man. And, I don't know what drugs they do at Billboard, man. They must be doing some other shit, bro. Like, how in the fuck? Missy Elliott? Yo, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Damn, Nicki Minaj at 10 was already far-fetched as hell to me, but damn, Missy at fucking 19, bro. Let's go to 11 through 20, man.
Yo, so hold on. Let me give my input to this. Let me give my input. Kanye West being at that, I I couldn't debate that if they wanted to put him on there. You know, he definitely has good body of work. But just staying on the rapping,
But his
definitely has
career,
good body of
he
work.
still has a great. He still got Kanye got at least 5 more years in him. Like we can say for real, Jay's career is over.
Okay.
You know what
So
I'm saying? But Kanye still got work left in him, bro.
fair. So Kanye, I definitely he could make the list and he could be I would put him above J. Cole and Kendrick right now because again, he has more longevity in it. And their careers they're at a different part of their career where Kanye's about to make that turn towards the end of his career. These dudes, they still got some more years, so they can just elevate it and take it to the next level. And they could just
Kanye already earned the right to be in the top 50. Just not
right.
that high.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Then we already talked about Andre 3000. Rakim, he was the pioneer of like that like street hip hop and then add lyrical to it and talking that slick talk. Rakim. So with him, I think that he can make the list because there is influential as far as like Nas, Jay-Z. They were influenced by him. I don't know if I would put him in the top 20. He could be more towards the lower tier with Rakim. LL, yeah, he has a body of work. He was dominating the 90s as far as he wasn't the top guy, but he was in the conversations because he had hits, all that stuff. He had legendary rap battles with Cannabis, Cool Mo D. He he had a rap bat with Ice-T. So he's had stuff and he's won. You know what I mean? And he's had some good verses on tracks as well too. LL, he could possibly be within this maybe this top 20. But an argument could be made either way. Then you got J. Cole. He still has more in his career. He could go up and his number on the top 50 could go up, but I wouldn't put him at 15 right now. He definitely he's at a good start. Scarface, we already talked about. 50 Cent, 50 Cent, in my opinion, could make this top 20. You know what I mean? He has a diamond album. The mixtapes, I always thought his mixtapes was harder than the albums. Definitely had influence. I know they were screaming G Unit. And yo, he dominated 03, 04. He was the top guy. You know what I mean? Undeniable. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
That was it. And he's still alive. It's not like he died like big after he dropped a classic album. He dropped other albums. He just it didn't have the same appeal.
Now,
So like for me, it's hard for 50 Cent to make a top 20 when there's so many other rappers that have had better careers.
yo, and the thing is, he destroyed Ja Rule. He came at Jada, Fat Joe,
If you're
Nas.
gonna say,
Yo,
hold on, bro.
go ahead.
If you're gonna say he destroyed Ja Rule,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it safe to say Jada and Styles P destroyed him?
Nah, they didn't destroy him. They didn't destroy him.
Hey, I could have swore all those beefs you named he been in was before the locks.
Cause yo, when 50, when he was like, yo, say another word, I'm gonna push style stuff back. Yo, his album did not drop for another like maybe year or two after that when he pushed it back.
Yeah, but that's
Yo,
equivalent to saying to me, okay, that's because you had a business advantage. That has nothing to do with the pure fact that if that album would have dropped, it would have been better than yours. That's the shit you hear in the industry that Jay has been accused of doing. So to me, the snake shit doesn't give you leverage. That's not a we're not that's like saying, it don't matter if these rappers out here talking gangster shit and then tell on their whole squad. Yes, it does. That impact
yo,
is impact. You can't take it away. So you know what I mean?
it,
Nah, hell nah, man. Not for
yo,
50. No, man. Nah.
50, 50, he came at Cam. Yo, basically, he dug a wedge in between Dipset. Like, yo, I think him being in the top 20, in my opinion, I think is just. In my
Yo,
opinion. He,
like all I said, look, all them beefs came before the locks. When the locks and them got the beef in, it was after the height of G Unit. They had already went through their beef with Gang at that point. So
yo,
nah,
50,
I
50
think what
yo,
I'm saying is 50
go ahead.
never looked the same again. 50 had the streets. His target market was the streets and the ladies. So 50 at one point you could say was that dude at the top, at the highest level, that was a street rapper. But we never looked at 50 the same after he battled the locks, bro.
Yo, but he had a dominant, like, yo, on the mixtape levels. You talking about mixtapes? It was the Locks, G Unit,
A
Dipset,
Dipset.
and State Property. And yo, it could be argued if you
Yeah.
if you're not saying D Block, yo, G Unit, it could easily be number two
Yo,
on
D
the
Block
mix.
D Block is still around, dog.
I'm just saying,
So it can't be.
when you think of mixtapes outside of Wayne, but we're talking about just groups. If we talking about D Block, G Unit, Dipset, State Property, like, yo, G Unit was prominent, and 50 was a big part of that, like a huge part. Yo, I think him being in the top 20, in my opinion, is just. Now, will he make our list in top 20? I don't know. I don't think he did, but I wouldn't be mad if he made top 20.
Hey, bro, I'm looking at this list of all the motherfuckers, right, that are on this list right now that aren't better than DMX. Is 56 career anywhere close to DMX's? No. So they have him ranked higher than DMX, bro.
Yeah,
They got they got LL Cool J ranked higher than DMX, bro. They got Missy Elliott, man, Nicki Minaj, Snoop,
yo,
Snoop.
again, whether the number on there, it could be a give or take. But yo, if somebody said to me, if they did this list over and they said to me 50 Cent is in the top 20, I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm not mad at that. That he can definitely be in top 20, man. I'm not
I
saying he
see your
gotta be
point.
top 10, but he could
Yeah,
he could be top 20. All
I
right,
see your
so
point.
then
I'm not as
uh,
mad as 50 Cent being there as I am Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
yo, let me get through, and then we gonna have our list. You know what I mean? We got Ice Cube. We already talked about him. Missy Elliott again. Nah, I don't think she should make. But that's not to take anything away from Missy Elliott as far as like the production, videos, all that stuff. But a top 50 rapper list, I don't think so. You know what I mean? I don't think so, and that may be controversial. Big Daddy Kane, he could definitely be on this list. I just don't think.
When I
I
think
just
of
don't
big,
think. Go
when I
ahead.
hear Missy Elliott in my head, I hear all the weird noises and dumb shit she used to say on the track. Yicky ya
Right.
ya, yicky ya. Like what top yicky ya? Yo, are we for real? Oh,
All right. All right. Hey, yo,
Billboard, you
Big
on
Daddy
that?
Kane. Yo, let's get to all this. Let's get to all this. See.
Billboard is on meth, man.
Uh, so this is our top top 20 or 20 to 11 to 20. This is our list. So we got Eminem, we got Styles P, we got Beanie Siegel, we got Snoop, we got Kendrick, we got Rakim, Method Man, Cameron, E40, Too Short. That's our list.
Eminem earned a right to be top 20 in hip hop. I don't think he's earned the right to be top 10. Most people could argue based off of record sales. I'm basing it off the impact on hip hop culture, not the reason why he's top 20 to me is the impact that he brought to hip hop culture, not what he's contributed as far as the music itself goes. Look, Eminem is solely the reason why hip hop, or excuse me, rap music, pretty much is the number one genre of music. Now he brought a whole different type of listener to the rap world. He did that. You know what I'm saying? So that puts him top 20 because of that impact. Once again, these were the same accolades that put a Tupac where he is. So his impact of taking hip hop, which was growing, which was big, it was huge before Eminem, but he brought a whole nother audience over by himself. We've never seen that before Eminem. So he deserves the right to be top 20 for sure. We got him at our number 11.
I think Eminem could definitely be in top 20 because if we're looking at criteria, he's definitely lyrical. He definitely has the body of work. His flow, I think, is there. And the impact he had on the culture as far as open it to a broader audience. And he was able, again, he put 50, what we was just talking about. He put him and Drake. You know what I mean? So I think Eminem definitely could be in the top 20.
Yeah, for sure. He solidified. I
Right.
got Styles P at number 12. What you think about P being at 12, bro?
Um, I think he can. He's definitely lyrical, definitely got the longevity, cultural impact. I mean, I Get High, that's definitely just that song alone, you know what I mean? Impact. The mixtapes. He got tons of mixtapes, tons of albums that were definitely influential. And it transcended. You know what I mean? He transcended into like help, like open up juice bars and things like that. But I want to just stick on the rap part. He has a he has I think an EP or album with your boy Davies. You know what I mean?
It's hard. It's hard.
And and then he's able to jump on an album with Talib Kweli. You know what I mean? So that just gives you his range. And I think that like what you were saying about Jada, he's definitely gonna be appreciated probably when the time of his demise. And I'm not wishing his time of demise, but I think that Styles in this rap culture, he's definitely underappreciated. But we appreciate him, and I can understand why he makes top 20. Go ahead, bro.
Um, if you don't listen to all hip hop, you can't really be a critic of it. And I think what the problem is when it comes to like the Billboard list is it's too based off of what you did as a mainstream, or if you were even mainstream. I want to let y'all know Styles P didn't even make their top 50. Beanie Siegel didn't make their top 50. Okay. Cameron didn't make their top 50. And Too Short didn't make their top 50. And these people have had legendary impacts on hip hop. Styles P is part of the Locks with Jadakiss. They rap with Big. They helped get Bad Boy off the ground. and he's making music with Dave East and new artists today and holding his own. Like that by itself, man, with Styles P alone, he's number 12. That's solidified. You can't move a brick wall. Beans at 13. What you think?
I think Beanie Siegel. This is probably the shocker of the list. I think Beanie Siegel is definitely underappreciated, and he could definitely make top 20. Like, yo, he's definitely lyrical, flow, cultural impact. Um, yo, he had a legendary back. Well, he was with Rockefeller, and it was arguably that he may have been the best artist, including Jay, on Rockefeller. We're talking about pure talent. And yo, to me, when it was Beanie Siegel and Jadakiss, that's one of my favorite battles. Yo, he when it was just those two, I feel like he got the win over Jada in that battle with when it was just those two exchanging. Now, when the groups got involved, State Property and D Block, when they got involved, then they slaughtered State Property. But when it was those two, he went toe to toe, man. In my opinion. So I think he could definitely make top 20.
Yeah, Beans gotta be there, man. His albums, Truth and the Reason, were classic albums, very high powered lyrical albums. He brought elements that they talked about in his albums, like "What's Your Life Like," where he's talking about what it's really like, the consequences of being a person that may be accused of a body or getting caught with these bricks, like showing you what that behind the wall life is really like. He was the first person to really bring that to 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 a song, like to bring that to life. Like he gave you a whole movie with that shit that nobody really wants to see. They'll tell you about the glamour and glitz, and all the money you can get from all the of the underworld, but ain't nobody telling you what happens when that one mistake happens. You know what I'm saying? And he did that. Like Banks didn't have the longest career. You know, he was really kind of living a certain lifestyle that I think stopped that. He went back to prison at one point when things were pretty much at the highest for him. It was the worst time in his career to end up going to jail. However, like Beans went at everybody, or either he rapped on a song with you, and either he's the best on that song, or it was argumentative. You know what I mean? But he beefed with Nas, Kiss, the whole Locks. You know what I'm saying? Cameron and them for a small little bit. Like, he went at the straight goons of hip hop at the time. That makes him a beast, bro. He has to be top 20.
Yo, and yo, he made it tough for the Locks, and I feel like that they had to step it up once they left that battle with Beans.
Right.
In my opinion.
Right.
I mean, anything else you wanted to say to that, or no?
Nah, Beans is, if he ain't in your top 20, I question how much hip hop you know. Let's go on to Snoop. Yeah, for real. Let's move on to Snoop.
We got Snoop. I mean, his work is undeniable. You see him in Corona commercials and stuff like that. Like Snoop definitely makes it.
They had generation changing music. From especially the first things that you heard Snoop on, like the Chronic album, his Murder Was the Case. Him and Drake made huge hits, man. Like Snoop had he really had a murder case. You know, he's really a crip. So like seeing the realities of some of these cats when they were young, making bad decisions, and then evolve to who they are. Snoop has to be in your top 20. His resume ain't no fucking joke, and I don't think top 10. I think that'll be a little too high, because the mecca of Snoop's career was definitely his first 5 years, and he kind of got overshadowed when Pac came over to Death Row. So But he was still at his mecca at that point. But he wasn't really much musically since. You know what I'm saying? But his record, he got to be top 20, bro. His track
Right.
record's.
All right. So we talked on Kendrick. We talked on Rakim.
But
Um,
we said Kendrick shouldn't be there because his career is not complete. But Kendrick is number 15 on that list. What you think about that?
I don't think he should be 15. I think that he should be lower. Anybody that they still have like an active career, and you know what I mean, and they have a solidified their part, I don't think that they should be in the top, at least the top 20. I don't think that they should be there because Kendrick, he can go up or down. You know what I mean? But I only see a ceiling for him, so he can go up. Kendrick could easily, depending on how he takes the next 3 to 5 years, he could easily make top 10. You know what I mean? Because he's already in a good path to do it.
He could possibly crack top 5. But it sounds like he's like LeBron James to me. He's got all the skill set, everything that you need. But is he really gonna get more rings than Kobe? Is he really gonna get more rings than Mike? Yeah, he's got all the skill set to do it. Will he do it though? But what he's done so far and the way he's done it, to me, solidifies him top 20 already. To me.
I think that he could definitely make the list. I just don't think top 20, and that's not to take anything away from Kendrick Lamar, and by no means. Rakim, we talk. I don't think Rakim should be this high. I think that I think that again, he definitely should make the list. But again, you got somebody right now, it could be argued that Kendrick passed Rakim. You know, in this
Oh,
list, he passed him too. But I think that it should be in a lower bracket, maybe in the 20 to 30s, around that bracket, and I wouldn't be mad at this position. And that's not the slate Rakim by no means. We already gave an explanation for him already.
my
Then we
thing
got
is his
go ahead.
impact keeps him there. His impact keeps him there because the rap game is his whole swag. Chains, the hat, the mask, the outfit, the swagger, the demeanor. That's all him. Nobody did that before him. And everybody from Nas, all the New York rappers, even some of the West Coast rappers will tell you, like, yo, that his style. I wanted to rap because I liked his style, and they just did their thing to that. Rakim is an innovator, bro. He's one of them people, like he's like almost like what Wayne has done to black culture now. Rakim did that to hip hop culture then. There was no there was no Rakim before Rakim, man. So he deserves top 20 because he's Rakim.
Yo, I think he makes the list. I think he makes the list. I just I don't think top 20, man.
All right, what
I,
about
but
Method Man?
I definitely think he should make the list though. Um, yeah, then we got Method Man. We got Method Man. Go ahead.
Come on, man. He earned that, man. He
Yo,
earned that,
you're
man.
not getting no argument from me. Method Man
Yeah,
definitely make the
we
list.
don't gotta. Yo, Wu Tang to his solo career, bro. He earned that, man. We ain't gotta. We ain't
Absolutely.
gotta. Yeah, we ain't gotta get up. Them
I,
dudes were trendsetters, innovators, they damn self, man. And there's a pack of them. We've never seen a rapping gang before Wu Tang.
rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
Method
Cameron.
Man. Okay, Cameron definitely he should be in the top 20. Yo, the diplomat movement, yo, how he did like a 180. He was like a street rapper. Then he just went into this whole pretty boy, like glossy, cocky,
He
arrogant.
turned into
You
a Harlem nigga.
yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Cam, definitely. And he had influence on like southern rappers like Gucci Mane and all them other rappers.
Yeah,
He
Cameron are the stripes, you know. Jules thinks he took over the rock at one point. You know what I'm saying? They definitely was the hottest on the mixtape scene at one point,
right,
and they had a huge radio success run. Um, I know for sure these niggas was doing other things because they were in Ohio for a minute, and a lot of people was telling me they seen real Dipset change when they was out there on their little movement. I wasn't around at that time, but Cameron out of Dipset definitely deserves to be in the top 20. Some people argue that they don't think he lyrically is a great rapper. That's the only nigga that can make sense out of computers computing. Okay, if you can do that, you deserve to be top 20, bro.
right.
How does a computer compute, man? Yo,
Yeah.
I fuck with Cam because of that alone, bro. Who next? E40? Oh my goodness, man.
E40. I'll let you start with E40.
Personally, I think E40 should be higher. You can argue that. He brought our whole vocabulary to hip hop. He brought the whole vocabulary to hip hop, man. Like, what? How many albums do E40 has E40 made in his
Like
career?
like 30.
Stop playing, bro. Nobody else has ever made 30 albums. I'm pretty sure it is. You know what I'm saying? He's rapped in every era. He's done it on every coast. He's adjusted his flow to fit in with certain guys. Like his stat, man, E40 is the vocabulary of hip hop, man. These words we using, he created. He created this shit, bro.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah. He has about 30, yeah, about 30 albums E40 has, man. And like again, he's in his music, he's been consistent. Yo, he had music in the 90s. He had musics in the 2000s. You got to remember a lot of that tell him where to go. Tell him where to go. People don't really pay attention to that, but yo, that was him. That whole hyphy movement and all that stuff, that's them. Y'all
But he
taking
had
that the West Coast for that.
that that was late in the game, E40. Like, you know, we talking Hurricane, we talking Dusted and Disgusted, like we
Yeah,
talking about in a major way. We talking about like, yo, he before he had hyphy and movements and really was just Bay. Lyrically, he was a spitter, bro. He's
right,
done songs with everybody who was a lyricist, and he stood his ground just as much as any of the pop, anybody he rapped with. 40 is like on Billboard they got him at like number 40 something. Like they got him at like 41. It's disrespectful, man, to somebody who can solely say you created hip hop's vocabulary. Matter of fact, almost black culture slang. People was calling money money before E40 came and made up 19 words for money. Gouda, guap, cheddar, my scrapers. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga came up with 100 different slang terms that we all use to this day in some type of way. We got yay area language all over in black culture, period, bro. That
right,
man did that. That man did that, bro. That's like I said, it's argumented that you can put him higher than where he is. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. And then we got too short at 20. Now, what Ivy said earlier, too short didn't even make the list. Go ahead, Ivy.
Billboard doesn't have Too Short on a list. What you got? Duh on there though. You know what I'm saying? You got man come too short, man. I don't even think men was calling women bitches until Too Short came out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, man, come on, man. This is the bro. Come on, we talking Too Short, man.
Yo, Too Short got those amount of albums as well too, around that ballpark.
Yeah, Freaky Tales, man. This is Too Short, man. Come on, bro. There's nothing else to discuss there. He deserves to be there. He should be there. You can argue him a little bit higher. I understand, but I think 20 is a good spot for Too Short, comfortable spot.
All right, so now we're gonna get to the 21 to 30. Let's go. All right, 21 to 30. What they got DMX, they got Ghostface Killer, they got Curtis Blow, they got KRS-One, Method Man, Big Pun, Q-Tip, Black Thought, Pusha T, Lauryn Hill.
That's disgusting, man. How are y'all smoking so much meth and can still remember how to write Billboard? First off, it's disrespectful to have DMX outside of the top 10. You don't really pose a good argument not to have DMX top 10 no matter what. I'm sick of that. I'm not even going to go into any more about that. Ghostface, well deserving, bro. Ghostface was a beast, bro. Ghostface was a beast, bro. Do you
Yeah.
argue he should be higher or lower, or is that a comfortable spot for him?
I think around that area. Top 30 is fair for
Curtis Blow?
Ghostface. Nah, he's never been on no hip hop list I've ever heard. And that's no disrespect to any of the pioneers or legends. It's just, come on, but we got to be real. Like, nah, Curtis Blow, definitely not.
You couldn't have found 50 more impactful rappers than Curtis Blow. You ought to be ashamed of you. That's because y'all doing too much Blow. I know why he made the list, Billboard. I
Yeah.
gotta be. They got KRS-One at number 24. Man, KRS was one of my favorite rappers, man, when I was young. Him and Chuck D. So I don't have a problem with he being where he at.
Yep. The whole Boogie Down Productions, Criminal Minded,
Mm-hmm.
definitely lyrical. Um, yeah, I don't have a problem with the top 30 KRS-One.
No,
We
I
already
don't need.
talked about Method Man.
That's
Big
disrespectfully low. I can't put Ghostface above Meth. Either way it go. But go ahead.
Okay. Yep. We Big Pun.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at a top 30.
No, me neither. Me neither. He brought the Latino culture. His impact was kind of like Eminem's, except for it was for the Spanish culture. You know what I'm saying? Like he brought a different audience into hip hop to where they had something they could enjoy, and then they could explore other and learn about other artists. So Big Pun definitely deserves it. And Big Pun could fucking spit, bro, and freestyle.
And he made good music.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
he had success. It's just that he had an early demise. That's all.
Right.
So he definitely, I'm not mad at this. Now, Q-Tip.
Nah.
Q-Tip from
No.
Tribe Called Quest.
No. No.
Now, let me say this. A Tribe Called, if this was a group list, I would not be mad at, but as far as rapper, Q-Tip, nah, he can't. He had what maybe two albums, but none of those the Vibrant thing and the Breathe and Stop. Nah, man. Q-Tip, nah, he definitely. Now again, Tribe Called Quest is legendary. I don't want to take nothing away from that. But Q-Tip on this list, again, nah, not 27. Go ahead. So
Yo, they didn't put Too Short on the whole Billboard list, but you got Q-Tip on here. Man, stop playing with me, man. I ain't gonna dog walk Q-Tip because Q-Tip did his thing, bro. But nah, bro, that's disrespectful for Q-Tip to probably be in anybody's top 50. I ain't gonna lie. He shouldn't even be on the list, man. Let's move forward, man.
now this is another controversial Black Thought. Black
Not
Thought
that
from the Roots.
I don't know if he needs to be that high, but he deserves to be top 50. He deserves to be top 50.
Okay, let me ask you, why?
If hip hop was not controlled by the powers that be, it had different interests other than it being our music that uplifts us. Black Thought is one of those people that do it. I got a high praise and respect for the artists that really live what they're talking about. So guys like Black Thought, you know, Kanye, Luda, to me, get a lot of praise because they didn't have to rap about necessarily the streets, gun violence, shooting nobody up, selling dope, pimping hoes. They rapped about real shit and made it sound real damn good. And that to me is true artistry. And that's why Black Thought has earned his stripes in the top 50. To me, where you place him is debatable, but he deserves to be on this list of the top 50 for sure, bro.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but again, the roots are definitely impactful. Now if you put the roots itself, I'm gonna say it could go either way because the difference with the roots is he's the only rapper. All the other people just play the instruments. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
He's
So they're like a band, but
right.
every lyrical thing you hear comes from him. So that's
So
why I don't think it matters if we're including him with the Roots or his solo career. It's the same, bro. Because he's the
so
only rapper. He's the
and
voice.
now with me, hold I just want to just say this thought because now I just thought about it and broken it down. I think Black Thought's position is good. With me now just thinking about it like, yo, he's the only rapper in the group. You know what I mean? So I think his position's just in that, and he could probably even move within that 20, like anywhere
Exactly.
from that 20 to 30. I think
Exactly.
he can. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
And then we got Pusha T, T at 29.
Nah, no way. Not top 30, maybe not top 40. Arguable mention if he could be around that 50 range. Great rapper, great lyricist. I love what he did to Drake. Love what he did to Drake. Uh, but right, your track record ain't big enough. Like you don't have the resume to show for all these years that you've been in the game. Bro. You've been in the game over 20 years, and you really don't have. You got one solid album. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't put in a lot of work. So to
Right.
me, I haven't got enough of Pusha T in 20 years for him to really even make the list, bro. I'm just being 100, bro. That if we
Right.
gonna criticize the young pups like J. Cole and Nicki Minaj and all them for their body of work in 10 years not being enough, what the fuck are we saying about Pusha T?
Now see, now they're putting them on there because of it has to be a little bit of the clips, but like we were saying for Black Thought, he's not the only rapper in that group. And it's not a
Right.
group list. You know what I mean?
Yo,
It's an
but yo,
individual list. So,
if you add in the clips and then you add in all his solo work, he still don't even got 10 albums in 20 years, bro. That's what I'm saying. You can keep
it,
the clips. We could give him all the accolades from when they was a group. I do the same thing for Andre 3000. But Andre 3000 and Big Boy did at least 5, 6 albums, 7, 8 albums together, 10 albums together.
Right.
Yo, he in his career in 20 years don't even got 10. So what am I basing him being in the top 50 off? I don't really have nothing to base it off of. He really ain't did nothing in 20 years.
Yeah, I don't think Pusha T makes the list. Again, he's definitely a good rapper, but I don't think he makes top 50 at all, in my opinion. I mean, unless if there's anything else you want to say.
Nah.
Okay. All right, cool. Lauryn Hill.
Disgusting. Great musician, great singer. Why the fuck is she on a rap list? She's not a rapper, man. I don't know nobody who's ever classified Lauryn Hill as a rapper. And then it's just disrespectful to try to infiltrate what Lauryn Hill does into the top 50 rappers, and y'all didn't have people like Too Short and Cameron and it's not. I love Lauryn Hill, but not on a rap list ever. I don't ever want to see her on another rap list ever. She's not a rapper, bro.
Okay. She's definitely an artist, and like yeah, she's not just solely a rapper. And then like again, the longevity, yeah, she's had Fugees, but then that's Wyclef
She
Frogs
didn't
and all of
rap
them.
like that with Fugees though.
I get it. 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 I get it.
Nobody
did,
knows a Lauryn Hill 16, bro.
Hold on. She did both. You know what I mean? She did both. But the like I said, the top 50, and again, Lauryn Hill, part of legendary group Fuji, stuff like that. I give her props. And like you said, she's an amazing artist. But a top 50 list, nah, she doesn't.
For rap. Not for her singing, not for the great music she made. For rap, no. Yeah. I don't ever want to see Lauryn Hill on a rap list. No.
All right. So let's get to our list, our top 30. Okay. So our 22 to 30, no, 21 to 30. Now, we got Eazy-E, we got Dr. Dre, we got Ghostface, we got Redman, we got Big Pun, Busta Rhymes, Corrupt, MJG, Juvenile, Raekwon. Started off with Eazy-E.
Another guy that did not make Billboard's top 50. Eazy-E, the forefather of gangster rap. I started this gangster shit, and it's the motherfucking thanks I get. Stop playing, bro. Eazy-E didn't even make their list. 21. I think it's a justifiable position, considering his impact is what hip hop evolved into. We don't really have any more the conscious hip hop like that anymore, or even the conscious community like we had with, when you had Chuck D and KRS was around. It's all turned into gangster rap for sure. And then gangster rap had a bunch of kids, trap music, drill music, like it had a bunch of offspring. But this is the father of gangster rap. Nah, he deserves to be right there. He deserves that, bro.
And we gotta. I want to also throw in there. He's the one that introduced the world to Bone Thugs, that changed the sound. So he had a sonically good ear as well too, which a few of them might have made the list as well. But yeah, definitely Eazy-E, and Eazy-E could arguably crack the top 20. There could be a debate, but I'm not mad at him. That's why he's at 21, because he just didn't make that top 20. But easily something could be made for him to be in 21. Dre, do we gotta go into Dre?
Man, you can argue him to be higher. No Eminem. There's probably no NWA. There's no 50 Cent. There'd be no Gang. I don't know if there would have ever been a solid Death Row without Dre.
Now, this is what we'll say. Just play devil's advocate. Dre is not a rapper.
Dre has solo rap albums. And okay, maybe he's not the pen behind it, but he's the sound behind it, the engineer behind it, and he's bringing his presence on there. Dr. Dre made Billboard's list. I think he deserves to be on anybody's rap list. Where you put him and place him at, you can argue because he's not a pen behind his lyrical ability, but goddamn it, he's the sound of hip hop.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
And a lot of these motherfuckers don't write all they shit, man. Hov didn't write 99 Problems. Kanye don't write all this shit.
But Jay wrote for Dre, though.
Yeah. We're not saying Jay can't write, but I mean, if somebody got a great idea and they penned it, and you're a good artist, you probably gonna run with it after you've done so much music. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I ain't mad at him. We move on from Dre. There's nothing to talk about. We already talking about Ghostface. Yeah. Well deserving. 3. Well deserving.
Yup. He yeah, Ghostface. He has worked on what's that Iron Man album? He had a presence on the Purple Tape.
Had a presence on Wu-Tang, period, bro.
Okay. Ghostface, he had a unique flow, how he would rap, how he would put words together. His style, his fashion was unique. He's the only dude you know that could wear Big Ego on their wrist.
Yeah.
In a robe, and come outside, Tony Stark.
Who we got next? Redman. Redman didn't make Billboard's list neither, I don't think. I gotta check again. I don't remember seeing Redman on that list. It's no hip hop list you can have that shouldn't have Redman on it.
Yo.
You can argue this position at 24. I personally like Redman, always have. Muddy Waters, like, yo, he was always a top lyricist. He's also did songs with the greats and held his own on every one of those songs. You know, he deserves to be. You can be a little lower, a little higher, but he deserves to be on this list. I think top 30 is straight for him.
Yep. Cultural icon. When you think of smoking weed and you going to these festivals, how you gonna think about what's that thing? How high? Definitely. You know what I mean? Cultural icon, man, Redman. And yo, he single-handedly saved Def Jam at one point too, as an artist. With his success, he definitely could be. I'm not mad at a top 30 position.
Yo, he had the best episodes of Cribs ever done, bro. Hey, epic for that alone, bro. Epic. Big Pun. We already talked about Big Pun.
You talked 25. About.
Yeah, I think that's somewhere close to where they had him at too.
Right.
Yeah, but Big Pun is well deserving of that. Busta Rhymes. I know Busta Rhymes on Billboard list, but I think he's low, real low. What do you think about this position for Busta Rhymes at 26?
I think this could be fair. He could probably move anywhere up or down in the 20s. I think this is very fair. Yo, he started out at like 1990, 91 with the Leaders of the New School. Went on. He had multiple albums. his sound was unique, his visuals were unique, rap style was unique, and he's made songs with everybody, man. And he's been in the game with 30 years. And when it came to his newest stuff, he had a song with what was it, Chris Brown, Look at Me Now, and he had the best verse on it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah. Bus deserves his flowers. 27. Corrupt. Corrupt didn't
corrupt.
make Billboard's top 50.
Um, corrupt. Okay, so corrupt. He part of the Dog Pound. But when you think of like the lyrical artists and the spitters, when it comes to the Dog Pound, you think of corrupt. You know what I mean? Daz, he
Yeah,
could rap as well too, but Daz was more of the production side of it. But he could rap too. I like
yeah,
Daz
yeah,
too,
yeah.
so I don't want to take that. But we talking about corrupt. So corrupt
If this was
definitely,
a list of 60, Daz would make it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. So corrupt again. He was a spitter. He was one of the first artists to transcend making artists with East Coast artists on the album called Corruption and the Dog Pound album, classic album, man. I think he could make the list. This on top 30.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can make the list. Definitely.
absolutely. That's Corrupt was a beast, man. That Dog Pound album went platinum. It was major. It's one of the biggest sellers on Death Row at that time. It was a great album, bro. And Corrupt ended up having a solo career, did his own thing. Without that production, it's a different sound. He should have stayed with Daz, even if it was just his solo albums. He should have had Daz doing all of it. But to each his own. Corrupt deserves to be top 30. He could be a little bit lower. He could be a little bit in between, but I think that's a fitting spot for him considering his career for
And
sure.
he could spit. That's the thing. And he was hanging with
Yeah,
a lot of people that could spit. And they didn't think, because they had a misconception about the West Coast, like, oh yeah, they couldn't spit. Da 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 da. Come on, Ivy, don't give me that look, man. This is
I'm
the
just saying you
misconception.
got four people that were on death row the same time Corrupt was there that are ranked higher than him. So to even be in that class, you had to be somebody special, man. You talking
Okay,
about being on the label with Snoop Dogg, Tupac, Dr. Dre, Dash Dillinger is there. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they had some hard hitters over on Death Row now, bro.
definitely. Okay. Yeah, but corrupt, he definitely should make this. Definitely should make this list.
M-
Um,
MJG. From 8 Ball and MJG. Two other lyrically gifted spitters that didn't even make Billboard's top 50 list. They've been around this game for 20, 30 years, got multiple albums. They were underground for majority of their career, but it's like, yo, you get gems from them underground artists, man.
right.
And 8 Ball and MJG got classic history albums in hip hop, man. I think if this list was made 10 years ago, there's no way they wouldn't have been on there. But obviously, they've gotten hold to the wrong pills up at Billboard, and for some reason he's not there. But he deserves to be, I would say, in that mid tier. So anywhere from probably as high as 25 to maybe as low as 40, but top 50 without a doubt, bro.
Yeah, and they was spitting a lot of like that Cadillac player stuff, man, as well too. That was
Space
influence.
Age, Space Age pimping, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It was
definitely.
original shit.
Yeah,
Um,
they definitely. Yeah, MJG could definitely make that list. Juvenile, back that thing up like Juvenile. Go ahead.
Yo, 400 Degrees, one of the best albums in hip hop history. Back that ass up. The song they did changed the world. You know what I'm saying? Like literally for sure, changed the world. And that's why Juvenile, who is also another person who did not make Billboard's top 50 list, has to be here. Juvenile, when you thought of Cash Money, before Cash Money, the original members officially all broke up, you thought of Juvenile, not Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne might have even been third tier with the original Cash Money because I think more people was rocking with BG at that time period as well. But Juvenile definitely deserves to be here. And I think if we was talking to Lil Wayne right now about that list and you asked him, does Juvenile need to be on that list? He would say, hell yeah. I think he would say, hell yeah, instantly, bro.
Right. Yo, Juvenile again, he ushered in that whole Cash Money sound because at that time, you had no limit. So he was their breakout artist that really kind of put them on a national map and more so on a global app to which we know as Cash Money now is a global juggernaut. You know what I mean? So Juvenile definitely was one of the dudes. Well, was the guy that did that, and then
Right.
everybody else followed line. So he definitely, and everywhere you go, and you go to a party or whatever, they always playing that Juvenile back the thing up. So he definitely deserves to be in top 30. You know what I mean? With that, and
Now,
yo, let me just say this real quick. Yo, that 400 Degrees album, man. Yo, my man, he brought it to me. And yo, I laughed at him. I'm like, yo, get that out of here. I thought it was a fake CD. And then, yo, he let me borrow it. And yo, I played it. And I'm like, yo, I ain't even gonna lie. This is kind of hard, man. I'm like, yo, I can't even lie. I can't even lie, man. And yo, back then,
classic album, bro.
back then it was certain people you were like, nah, nah. Yo, you couldn't play that. But yo, that was hard, man. That Juvenile.
Classic album, bro.
Right.
Classic album, bro. This is interesting. Number 30, Raekwon the Chef. Another guy that did not make Billboard's top 50. What do you think, DiMarachi?
Yo, it's an underslight, man. Raekwon, part of the Wu-Tang. Yo, he got a classic album, The Purple Tape. That's what people always refer to. The Purple Tape. Album's a classic. His contributions to Wu-Tang. Yo, he made the song Ice Cream. Why
Yeah.
he ain't on the list? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's one of the
Let's go
leaders.
back.
Go ahead.
Let's cover 31 to 40 from these little meth heads over here, man. See what else they got. What else
All
they got?
right. All right. So 31 to 40, we got Little Kim, we got T.I., we got Busta Rhymes, we got Chuck D, we got Future, we got Mos Def, we got Common, we got Gucci Mane, we got Luda, we got Dr. Dre. Sorry about that.
Are you good?
All right, so let's go a Lil Kim.
Yeah, once again, man, if you're gonna do a top 50, do a top 50 for girls and do a top 50 just for dudes. I look at as rap as like a sport because it's competitive, and you're not gonna put. I don't care how good Lisa Leslie is. You're not gonna put her in the NBA. She can't play with that. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, Lil Kim was dope for a female, but like, I'm not putting her. Lil Kim will be the one though. If I had to choose one to put in there to put my money on, knowing I might not win at all, out of all the females they put on here, it would be Lil Kim. I would put that money on, bro. Even over Nicki Minaj. But she don't deserve to be here, bro. She don't. She don't deserve to be on the top 50, bro. All right, the only thing you
Yeah,
could do is slight the men rappers by giving her advantage by saying she's a girl. And no, we're going. It don't matter what you are. We going off of how you can spit, and she's not going to be able to stand in the room with none of the people we've named in our top 30 so far.
yeah. I think Little Kim could make the list, and I say around this area she could make it. You know what I mean?
Yo, are you taking the same shit they taking at Billboard?
Nah, man, I don't feel that. She's definitely influential. She definitely has the success.
Yo,
The
I challenge you to name me 20 rappers she's better than, bro. On any one of these lists. Like
yo,
she doesn't deserve to be here, bro. We
yo,
said Pusha T don't deserve to be here, and Little Kim does.
but
Like
yo,
let's be
Lil Kim again. She started off in Junior Mafia, and she had solo albums. She has solo albums, and yo, she again. Is she the one of the most lyrical? Nah, she's not one of the most lyrical. But again, she was on tracks with Jay. She was on tracks with Big. You know what I
she
mean?
was part of
And
Big's crew.
yeah, but
Man,
the
listen,
thing is,
man.
she
Her
she was on.
accolades,
Go
her
ahead.
accolades. Look at the accolades you're giving. They just unfair, bro. Like most of it comes from her just being a girl.
Yo, she had the hardest song on two songs, two legendary songs. All About the Benjamins and Quiet Storm the remix. Come on,
Arguably,
man. Come on. All
yo,
About the Benjamins and
she's not top
Quiet
50, bro.
She
Not
could
top
be
50.
top 50, man. Yo, I'm not mad at that one. Kim.
Okay, if she was 50, 49ish, you wouldn't get as much kickback from me than you get right now. Because I could kind of be like, all right, man. But you already stated Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj, Lauryn Hill ahead of her. I don't respect none of that when it comes to
But you
rap, bro.
but then you just say if you had to name all the chicks that was on this list, then you just say that she would be the one you would put the money on?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm saying, if it's any female that should make a top 50 rap list, I think Little Kim is the only one you can squeeze in. That's what I'm saying, bro.
That and yo, and I agree with you. But we ain't gonna cover her no more on this. Cause she, I mean, we kind of did a spoiler alert. She ain't on our list, but you know what I mean? Like, but
Rightfully so.
can she make on
You
the
know what
list?
I'm saying?
You know what I mean? She could make
Hey, I
the list.
love Lil Kim. Lil Kim was hot, bro. She was a beast. One of the best female rappers I've ever heard. But that's where it stops, bro.
And you tell me you didn't look at that hardcore cover.
Man, Kim was bad, bro. I took Kim up through there back then. Not when she.
Back
I don't
then,
know what. Yeah, when she turned into a transformer, that's when I was just like, I don't know nothing.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm
But
saying.
huh?
That's what I'm saying, man. And yo, she brought that whole, what is it, like raunchy talk to the women and stuff like that. She could get on the top 50, man.
Yeah, that wasn't a good thing she did. But I'm just saying,
No,
like, she would be the only one I would argue that deserves to be there, or could have an argument to be there, but it wouldn't be this high. You
I
know?
agree. Okay, that's fair. I can agree with that. I T.I.
Nah, man. Not at 32. Not at
Okay,
32.
fair.
Should he be on the list? 50? Arguably, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Arguably, yes. Arguably, yes. But if we're considering all time hip hop, man, it's hard to get. I don't think it's an easy thing to do. But 32, fuck no. No. No, sir. No,
Okay.
sir. No,
All
sir.
right. So then we got yo, we got Busta Rhymes. We already talked about.
Yeah, 33 is not disrespect to him neither.
I think he could be a little bit higher. I think he could
I think
cross.
so too.
Right. Yeah.
I definitely think so too, but that's not disrespect.
Chuck D from Public Enemy.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
I think so too. And me and you, we was having this discussion, and I just want to clarify it because we was talking about Black Thought earlier.
Mm.
Chuck D was, yo, did Flav rap or was he the hype man?
Man, Flav created ad libs and rap and a hype man. You know what I'm saying?
So Public
You see
Enemy. So
Flav in the background, like, yeah, boy. That was him, bro. Bro, he
so
would have you imagine adding like who's the hypest rapper right now? Like somebody if he was in your crew that was just hype. Like it's like having Old Dirty Bastard open up for like or be the hype man for J. Cole. Like ODB gonna get you there. And then J. Cole gonna hit you with all them layers you need. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But Flav didn't rap, bro. I don't think Flav could rap shit.
Okay, so yeah, so Chuck D, his position is deserved, man. Definitely influential in hip hop, fight the power.
Man,
Definitely.
yeah, well deserved.
So yeah, he can
Future
do it.
at 35, Mike, bruh. Listen,
Nah, go ahead, bro. Finish it up.
if it's argumentative about T.I.'s positioning on this motherfucker, it will be even harder to put Future there, man. And then once again, like I said, we're looking at this for what this culture initially was designed for. Future's music has brought a lot of poison and destruction, bro. And I understand that y'all want to refer back to it just being entertainment when we say that. But see, them people that's in the top tier, they were positive influences no matter how you look at it. Their music was a positive. You cannot say pop doesn't do positive music. So I've never heard a positive song ever come from Future. Future gonna tell you to do lean, do Molly, do weed, pop a perk. You know what I'm saying? Like, then shoot somebody for some bricks. He don't say like, nah. It's just that level of music for me, especially if you really ain't about that life. Is there's no credibility in that shit to me anymore, man. You know what I mean? Like, because you can say the wildest shit, the craziest shit, don't really. That's not gonna put you top 50. Like, there's no spot for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see where that holds any place in all time of anything except for all time fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, he don't deserve to be on that list at all. I don't think Future could make a top 100.
Right. Okay. So we got that. Future, I do it like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. Like I feel like he still has more. His career's not really done. He has a lot more to do. So I wouldn't even put him on the list of a top 50 of all time. Nah, Future doesn't deserve to be on the list. Um, Most Def, Most Def is definitely lyrical. Um, I like him, but nah, he doesn't deserve to be top 50. What you think? Most Def?
Ooh. I don't know if I agree with that, fam. He deserves it. It would have to come down to technicalities for most Def not to make the top 50, bro. 36, even if he made it, I don't know. I can see how somebody could put him there. I wouldn't have him there, but it's argumentative for him to be in that top 50. It's not like if he's not in that top 50, it's by a landslide. It's like technical things that, yeah, I disagree with you, homeboy.
I like Most Def. He's definitely lyrical. Um, but to put him on a top 50, nah, Nah, man. And again, I like Mos Def. Yo, I got his album on Black on Both Sides, Miss Fat Booty, Umami Says, the whole what was it? The whole dang man. What dang, I lost my train of thought, man. Hold
You
on.
ain't gotta convince me. I like I said, he just gotta. I just think the positioning is argumentative at 36, but I'm not gonna argue him being in nobody's top 50, bro. I'm not.
Black Star, that's the name of the group. Black Star with him and Talib Kweli. That's what I wanted to say. And yo, I apologize to even underslate that. Black Star. I definitely should have known that. I just got tongue tied. But yo, definitely, yo, he got some. He could possibly make 50. He could possibly make 50, but with the list that we got, I don't know. I think he just barely misses it. Most Def, man. And I hate saying that. I like him, but go ahead.
Yo, he deserves to be there. I wouldn't argue that with nobody. What number and rank they have him at is different. I will argue that he doesn't need to be 36, but I wouldn't argue him being there. What about Common, dog?
Common's entirely different. I think Common should be on it.
Wow. Word?
Yep. I think Common.
I'm cool. His impact and what type of artist he was, we seen with Chuck D prior to. Just a different style. Even with Ice Cube, they did get into it, but his body of work wasn't impactful enough. Like,
yo, I used to love her. Come on, plug.
I mean, you talking about a single, bro. And I'm just saying, like, you had to be a certain type of guy in Common's prime when Common was actively making music and was considered a rapper. You had to be a certain guy to even be into his music. I think people like Lupe Fiasco and Kanye West opened those doors to that style, even though I could say Common was one of the forefathers of that style. They did it way better. Like, they blew him out the water. Ludacris being another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that conscious rapper, that clean rapper, like, Common's not better than a lot of the people who came after him in that lane. Just like he's forefather of gangster rap, but is he the best gangster rapper of all time? No, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had way better artists that came after that doing that same type of style.
Yo, I think Coleman makes the list. He used to love her, the light, the song that he was on. Yo, he was talking to the chick in the window, to the deaf chick in the window.
Hey, listen, that's cute. That's cute and everything, bro.
If he makes the list, huh?
I'm not arguing if Common's number 50 or 49. I can kind of see how it's debatable once you get to trying to squeeze in them last shots. I give you that. But to me, I wouldn't have Common top 50 to me. Like, I can still see too many dudes who won't be in that top 50 that were way more impactful, way better artists than Common was.
Fair. Okay, that's fair. And that's how I feel about most. I'm not underslighting Mos Def. I like Mos Def. Yo, Common, I like him. But yo, I respect it. You know what I mean? I respect if he didn't make the top 50. I could respect it.
I tell you the rest when I see you. That's the nigga you want right there, huh?
Come on, man. But he said more than that, too.
I know, man. I'm just saying, bro. Like, nah.
And you see how you know that song? You see how you know that song?
I'm a hip-hop historian, bro. I listen to everybody, bro.
Yo.
I give everybody a shot, bro. Everybody gets a shot with me, man. I'm not biased. I don't represent a coast or none of that when it comes to hip-hop, bro. I listen to everything, and I'm going to let you know what that is right there, bro.
Yo, I represent a coast, the East Coast.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know. You biased as hell. If it was up to you, God damn it.
This list would be entirely different.
It'd be a whole New York list, man. You would have done the done son. You'd be like, who the fuck is he, bro? Yo, he's the hottest nigga for 129th, son. What? Come on, bro.
It'd be entirely different, man. But let's just run through the rest of this list and then go to our list. You know what I mean?
All right, cool. Let's do that.
So we got number 38 is Gucci Mane. We both could say no.
No, I fuck with Gucci, but no, not 50, not top 50.
Yo, now what I'll say to some people that would put Gucci in there is like, yo, him introducing certain artists, like, you know, like the Migos introducing.
And that don't matter. That don't matter. We talking about Gucci,
you know what I mean?
No,
his sound. I mean, his impact and that level. I would say yeah, but nah. We're gonna say no. We're gonna say no. Ivy, we going nah.
Nah, bro. I fuck with Gucci Mane, bro. I love Gucci Mane music, bro. 50, he's not there, bro. He's not there. If this is a top 75, Gucci will definitely be top 75 for sure. But 50 is, this list is harder than what y'all think, man. It's a lot of great artists getting slept on by a bunch of motherfuckers that don't deserve to be there. Let's go ahead, man. Finish that bullshit
up. You got Ludacris.
Little too high, but I don't disagree with him being top 50. Not at all. I don't.
Luda could definitely make the list.
Yeah.
Here we go. Number 40, Dr. Dre. We already talked about him.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to be at 40.
He's low. E40. We talked about him already.
Disrespectful to be 41 for sure.
Low. Redman. We talked about him already.
Yeah, shit, that's too low for Redman, but I'm with him being there.
Here we go. Bun B.
I think that's a good spot for Bun.
Okay.
Bun definitely top 50 though. Definitely top 50. You might can move him a little up to the 30s. You make him move him back closer to 50. Bun B there though, for sure.
Okay, I think he is. I think he's on. I think that's about right where they have him. That's about right. Queen Latifah.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
UNITY, no?
I don't give a fuck, bro. Get her out of here. Next. She gotta go. She's not top 50 in no hip hop or nothing, man.
Yo.
Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, bro.
Ice-T?
Yeah, he deserves that. I'm not arguing Ice-T in the top 50, man. He's the first motherfucker to make a Killer Police song. You know, he's an innovator, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, he deserves to be there, bro.
I'm not mad at the position. If you want to keep Ice-T there, that's cool.
I'm not mad at the position.
I'll leave him there. You know what I mean? He definitely transcended. He made that early gangster rap. You know what I mean? And then he transitioned into movies and stuff, and now he's on all these cop shows. So, I'll leave him there. Jada, we already talked about him.
Disrespectfully low.
Wait a second. On our list, he's top 10. But on this list, he's on the bottom.
Bottom tier, bro. Like, bro, are you serious, man? The disrespect. Let's keep going, man.
Jada definitely should be higher. MC Lyte.
See, this is what I'm talking. Next.
MC Lyte, nah.
Love MC Lyte, bro. Love MC Lyte, bro. But we talking about the top 50 rappers of all time. No. Not even close, right. Bro. I will put her right next to Lil' Kim. Like, those would be my two I bet on. But no.
Melly Mel.
Who?
Melly Mel.
Who?
Nah, dog. That'll get it. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. IV's played. But Melly Mel, again, one of the pioneers of hip hop. You know what I mean? Definitely. Yo.
No, nigga. You're not top 50. You weren't top 50 when you was rapping, nigga. And there was only like 10 rappers.
Whoa. Whoa. Yo, Melly Mel, he definitely the pioneer of hip hop. I appreciate his contribution to hip hop.
Who?
Don't want to take nothing away from him. But
You not
top
top 50,
50, nah, he's not top 50. But we
No.
appreciate the contribution. Reverend Run.
Fuck out of here, dog.
So so wait a minute. Hold on. Cause we brought up Black Thought, and you could educate me a little bit on this one. You know what I mean? Reverend Run, a part of Run DMC, right? Was Reverend Run the only rapper
No,
in,
no,
in Run DMC?
no.
No.
D was also a rapper, DMC, bro. And then Jam Master J was the DJ.
Was the
Just two
DJ.
rappers, two performers, yes. Rev Run and DMC. He was just Run back then. They combined the
Okay.
name Run DMC.
Fair enough. So
And
with
DMC was more of an MC than Rev Run was, man. For sure.
now if this was Run DMC, then yes. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad at it. But if it's Reverend Run, nah, you can't do it.
No.
And then we got Rick Ross, the boss.
Who? No. Sorry. You're not top 50, bro. You're nice, nice. Man, I love the sound of Maybach music, bro. I probably, out of all the artists currently on here, you'll probably catch Rick Ross in my rotation just as much as any of them. I love Maybach sound, bro. But top 50, dog. And niggas like Too Short didn't make the list. Easy E. Not Easy E, but Too Short, Cameron. Like, nah, man. Nah, I ain't got nothing against Rick Ross at all, but top 50. But look, when I seen him at 50 when I first seen this list, I wasn't mad because I was like, I could see how he could be 49-ish, 48, 50. But when I seen some other people on this list, it just disturbed me. And I realized how many rappers could be there instead of even just a Rick Ross at 50.
So this is the thing, and I just want to touch upon what you just said. You wasn't mad when you seen the 50, right? You wasn't mad, but you were mad Rick Ross was above some, well, fifth Rick Ross made the list and some prominent people didn't make the list. That's why.
Exactly, fam.
I can agree to that. I can agree to that. If this was a pure list to where, yo, you had to struggle to get 50, and Rick Ross was one of the people, I would easily put Rick Ross in there. I'm not mad that they put him at 50, but I'm mad that they left some people out. You know what I mean? And put Rick Ross just at 50. Because
Yeah.
I think when Billboard did this, I think they did the same thing, but completely and flagrantly left out prominent people. And I'm saying it that way. I felt like they left people out purposely. You know what I mean?
Sure. For sure.
And they just was like, yo, who could we put in for 50? Oh yeah, Rick Ross. So let's throw him in there. So it won't look bad. But nah, I'm not mad at that, Rick Ross being number 50, but not number 50 at the cost of, like you were saying, Too Short, other people not making the list. You know what I mean?
Right.
So all right, let's get to our list, and then we are good. All right, so we're at 31 now. So 31, we already talked about 50 Cent. I think 50 Cent should be higher. You know what I mean? 50.
Yeah, I can agree with that. He could be up or down, man, depending on how you're doing your list. But 50 well deserved on there. It should never be a list without 50 Cent on it.
Right. Okay, I agree with you. Big Daddy Kane, we already talked about him earlier. He should be higher. Eight Ball. Should 8 Ball be higher?
Yeah, he could be he could be as high as MJG is. Like, they fed off each other. Like, yeah, he could be higher. He could be lower, depending on, you know what I mean?
Yo, I'm gonna be funny a little bit. I think 8 Ball should be higher than MJG.
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree.
I think he
Cause
should
see,
be higher.
nah,
N- Now, mind you, now we're disagreeing like this, but Billboard didn't even have him on the list, guys.
facts.
You know what I mean? But I gotta disagree with you. I think 8 Ball should be higher, man.
I'll give you that. It's argumentative. It's argumentative. Who we got
Um,
next?
Fab,
Fabulous.
Fab wasn't even on the list, man. Go ahead,
Bro,
bro.
it's another person not on their top 50 list. So when you think about Missy Elliott, Nicki Mike, yo, Fabulous has been around since the 90s doing mixtapes with DJ Clue. He's probably making better music in the last 10 years than he made in his first 10. He's highly relevant right now. His wordplay and the way his delivery, his style is probably second to none currently right now. He's just not a new name, so I think he gets overlooked in a lot of things, man. But yo, to be 40 years old, still spitting the way he do, swag the way he do, bro. Like at 40 plus, bro. Like you got to make a top 50 list, man. It's no way. You can position him a little lower, a little higher. You know, like I said, Fab is still actively dropping hot shit right now. Like every
Right,
time I look up, he done dropped something, a mixtape or Cold Summer or something, bro. Like he's still and be having hits. They're not club hits, but bro, you can't sleep on Fab, bro. He deserves to be there, bro. You can argue higher or lower, but he deserves to be there for sure.
definitely. I think Fab is right around the spot where he needs to be. Chuck D, we already talked about him. Ice T, we already talked about him. KRS-One, we already talked about him. Pimp C.
Mm. How in the hell do you got a top 50 list that Pimp C ain't on, bro? Pimp C, another artist who didn't even make their top 50.
He did.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
You talking
Pimp
about?
C,
Come on, bro.
definitely. Yeah, I think he should definitely make the list. That position's right. Um, Master P.
There's no way you can have a 50 list without P on there, bro. Ice Cream Man album was hard. Most of you pussy niggas had to start sneaking guns in the club because when Bounty came out, all you little sneaky ass, motherfucking shiesty ass, pillow talking ass dudes getting your ass whooped when that song came on. Like he's epically had an impact on his culture. I won't say it was 100% positive, but the man that he was, the way he treated the people that was on his record label, the businessman he became, like yeah, he deserves to be. Like it's hard to even mention hip hop without recognizing him as one of them people that impacted this culture the most. Yo, No Limit was one of the biggest record labels as far as successful artists, man, ever in the history of hip hop. So let's just be 100. Pete deserves to be there, bro.
Right. We talked about LL. We talked about Black Thought. Bun B we
Mm-hmm.
didn't talk about.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead.
didn't use the last list. We talked about Bud.
Okay. Fair. Bun B we talked about. Big Boy, we didn't talk about him from Outkast.
I personally think Big Boy should be higher.
Yeah.
If you can have Andre 3000 in the top 10, arguably Big Boy got to be top 20. And I'm going to tell you why. The Outkast I grew up listening to, I was a bigger fan of Big Boy. I always knew Big Boy, like Big Boy was the best spitter to me when they first came out.
Nah.
It was later on I got to appreciate what Andre 3000 do, and as you can see, I think he there's no argument with him being top 10, but Big Boy definitely should be higher for sure.
Right. Okay.
But he didn't even make, once again, another artist who did not make Billboard's top 50.
Right. They didn't make it. 44, we got Jeezy.
Man, listen, bro. Jeezy made a lot of my road trips go by like this. But I was I was living in Ohio for a minute, driving down to Atlanta all the time, bumping Jeezy, bro. I love Jeezy music, bro. I never argue Jeezy to be in no top 50. I would have a problem if he wasn't in the top 50, man. And I ain't got, like I said, I love Gucci, man, but I can see Jeezy being there before Gucci, bro.
Yeah.
And T.I., to be honest with you.
So we got go ahead. No, my fault. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm just saying he didn't even make their list.
Right. And we got Luda. I agree with Jeezy. I think Jeezy could be a little bit higher though.
Yeah.
But Luda.
Hey, self-explanatory. He deserves to be there. He's on Billboard's list. He deserves it.
I think Luda, same thing. He could be a little bit higher too. Crazy Bone.
Hey, man. You can't have a list without one of them Bone Thug niggas, man. It's just gonna be 100, bro. They've done too much classic shit. Yeah, they a group, but Crazy did solo projects and had a great solo career, and he had the longest longevity out of Bone Thugs and Harmony, which is why I find it suiting and fitting for him to be there for sure.
Yeah. That definitely, man. And yo, they made songs with Big, Pop, Easy E, and
Yep.
yo, a whole list. Like, yo, their resume's long, man. So I think definitely they should. They made songs with Cube, my fault, Ice Cube as well. They made songs with him. So definitely.
Yeah.
Twister.
Yeah, yo. Speed Not Monsters, I love that shit. Adrenaline Rush, I love that shit. Hey, man, Twisted, nah. He's not 21, he's not 22, but how you gonna have a top 50 without Twister there, man?
Yo, I remember I looked up because y'all used to like that song back in the day, Pole Pimpin', Do or Die. Dog. Yo, when you break down what he is saying, I'm like, yo, this dude is ripping it, man. And that was in the 90s.
Right.
I'm like, yo, Twister's really saying some stuff in this song. And he's saying it mad fast. So, but Twister, huh?
That Adrenaline Rush, man, that's how it was for me when I first heard it, man. I was in high school when that came out. And, bruh, I had to listen to it a million times just to be able to get everything in saying, and I realized, bro, he was spitting. He's very, very underrated in his flow.
And yo, he's not just rapping fast and just he's saying stuff. You know what I mean?
Real shit too. Real shit.
Cause I always wanted to know what he was saying. So then when the internet, when they started like putting lyrics online, that was one of the first songs I looked up. And I'm like, yo, he's saying stuff at the same time. So
hell yeah.
Mystical's like the down south Twister.
Yeah, but it was one point in time you could have argued Mystical being one of the best rappers in the game too. So like, he deserves to be there.
He definitely, he definitely do, and he had solo success once he left No Limit.
Yeah.
Definitely. Prodigy. What up, Dunn?
Yo, another guy who didn't make the Billboard's top 50. The only nigga I've ever heard talk Dunn language. Never been with a Dunn to hang out at. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Dunny? But Prodigy deserves to be. How do you have a list without Prodigy, bro? Like some type of representation of Mobb Deep, bro.
Did.
If Pac mentioned you, you gotta be on the top 50 list. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
here for real.
They was standing high. They was coming at the West Coast, LA. They came at Jay-Z. Like they
Yeah,
and they
they
held
ain't
their own. Prodigy.
yeah, gotta be there.
H&IC, that's a classic album.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, shout out to Havoc, but Prodigy, when it came to the raps, he was the main one. Prodigy was more the production side of it. But then, number 50, but I want to add one more in there, but 50, M.A. $E.
Very controversial, but yo, what can we say, bro? Like he he had just as much shine as Big did, damn near at Bad Boy, and he can spit, bro. Like he can still spit today. He made 2 diss tracks in the last 3 or 4 years. He did one against Cameron and one against Puffy. And I'm telling you, I ain't heard no brutal shit like that since like the '90s battle rap diss track era. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We
Like,
we
mate,
we covered them. We covered them on our other channel. We
yeah, we
covered,
did. We had
but
to.
but um but Mace, he's definitely underappreciated. And I think, on a commercial level and like on an underground level, the dude could spit. The girl tracks he was spitting, even though we don't listen to him. But the girl tracks he was spitting. The thug tracks he was spitting. 24 Hours to Live. Niggas done started something. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah. He's got some classics, dog. I'm not mad at him being top 50 ever.
Yeah,
It's not.
man. I'm definitely and it could be argued that Mace could be higher. We could be underslating Mace
Yeah,
within it. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So you can see how difficult it could be. Just have 50, and then you missing people like Rick Ross, T.I., you know what I'm saying, that could arguably be right there in them last little slots. So for
yeah.
them to have some of the blatant disrespectful people they had in that shit, like, yeah, they don't. Whether you listen to music or do you just skim through it, like I don't know what they do, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And we miss some people. You know what I mean? Like I personally, now we disagreed on this, me and IV. I personally think Ja Rule could make the list easily. I think Nelly could make the list easily.
Oh no, I don't agree with Nelly. I think Ja Rule can make it though.
Nelly could make the list, but you know, go ahead, stay your feet.
Nah, man, leave that one alone, bro. But Nelly, nah.
And that was no underslight to Ja, because Ja could have easily fit on that list. You know what I mean? And I know
Yeah.
Ja, he was complaining about it.
If Ja Rule was there, I'm not mad. You know what I mean? He didn't make ours, not for any particular reason, but it's a lot more difficult to narrow it down to 50 than I think people are thinking, bro. It's that many great artists we've had in 50 years of hip hop, man. Like they really need to do a top 75 to even be fair enough not to slight
Nah,
some
they
people.
they they did 50 because it's gonna be the 50-year anniversary in the summer. That's why they did 50.
Right. I get it.
Okay.
I totally get and understand what they was doing it for. I'm just saying it would have to be a 75 at this point for certain people that deserve to be there, not to even be slighted. Like you got a solid 75 artists that you can argue maybe between 50 and 75 who deserves to be where.
Right. Right. So right, man. So again, man, but the whole point of what we're saying is that we could tell that Billboard's list there was some bias or some influence outside of like what the fans really wanted. And that was why we wanted to do this. Cause again, like Ivy, he hit me up. He was like, yo, D, you seen that list? Then I was just hearing brushes from different people, like, yo, you seen that list? That list is crazy. Like, nah, dog. People's missing, people they put in high positions or whatever. And
Yeah.
you know, we had to cover that.
Man, I'm disgusted at they list, man. I ain't got nothing else to say about them, man. I don't know what they do in that office, man. It didn't take 10, 15 minutes to come up with that list right there. And I believe our list is way better than theirs, bro. You know what I'm saying? It gives a lot more credit and pays more homage to the people who may not have ever made mainstream that had humongous impacts and great music.
Right.
You know
And
what I mean?
yeah, and I think our list covers the criteria how they judged it. I felt like they blatantly missed people to kind of mislead the public, like on who was top. You know what I mean? And thinking about it, you know, when you first glance at like what Ivy was saying, you wouldn't really be mad if Jay. But once you go down the criteria, then it's like, wait a minute, they're trying to pull the wool over our eyes. Like Jay shouldn't really be number one.
Hey, they saying word on the street is Jay put together that list. Word on the street is that's his list,
Allegedly.
man.
Allegedly. Jay put that list together, man. But you know, we wanted to give y'all something a little bit different. We usually deal with a little bit more serious content and you know, men and women dynamics, bringing awareness to the community and things like that. We just want y'all to know that we are people outside of this and we are of the culture. You know what I mean? And we love y'all at the end of the day. So,
in other words, y'all ain't gotta go home. You gotta get the fuck out of here. Plug talk. Peace and blessings.
hold on. And before y'all go, wait a minute. Yo, you light up the comment section with y'all top 50. You know what I mean? Come to our Instagram. Everything will be in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. We want to keep this conversation going. And depending on the feedback that we get, we'll go Instagram live on it and hear y'all feedback. And y'all may not like all this. Come challenge us on that. My fault, Ivy. Take us out of here.
Y'all just get the fuck out of here now.